Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Good morning. How y'all doing? Oh, wait, nope, don't play it again. Good morning. How y'all doing? Hope everybody's doing well. It is another edition of See You When I Get Up. It is, I am your host, Cletus Cassidy. Yep, I might have to change the name of the show. I might have to do it. I might have to change it to See Y'all When I Get Up. Because it's getting harder and harder. Listen, like a man who just took his first dose of Viagra. It's getting harder and harder. These weekends be rough. Monday, y'all don't know the struggle of Monday. The Monday struggle, that's a real one. That Monday struggle is a real one. But welcome to See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. So excited to be in the building with y'all one more time, man. If this is your first time hearing this, you are about to experience something so cold. If you watched before and you decided, you know what, I'll come back and give it another chance. I'll give it another shot. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate that. Shout outs to all of y'all. Now, what you don't know about this show is what it is. It's my horrible idea to get up in the morning time and just to express way too much that's going on. Just to talk way too candidly about my life, way too politely, just give you way too much information. So I did that, and I do that in the morning time. So shout outs to everybody that's here. Now, there's not a lot of rhyme or reason to this show. This show can go a million different ways. But today, I let y'all know the only real thing that happens every show is me speaking to y'all. I gotta go ahead and speak every day. I do. And so those of you who speak to me, I make sure that I speak back. And the first three people that speak win the mythical medals, the M&Ms. There's nothing you can do with them. You can't pawn them. You can't melt them down and get any money from them, but you get the personal satisfaction of knowing that you are a winner. Now, everybody's a winner. Well, no. I take that back. I'm even going to start that kind of a lie. Everybody's not a winner, but you get a chance to on this show. So let me go ahead and shout out those who spoke to me. Winning the bronze today is the high chief potentate, the Pope himself, Calvin J. Hill. Pope Calvin J. Hill Sr. is in the building. Good morning. With the silver today is Ida Seaborn. Good morning. And winning the gold is TT. And I know y'all are looking and trying to figure out how I get TT out of Crystal, but that's something that black people would do. But it's TT, Tiny and Tasty Pinnell. So TT Pinnell with the gold, Ida with the silver, and Calvin with the bronze. Also here this morning is Shannon. Good morning. Good morning, Snoop. That's my guy. Joyce Brown is in the building. Lisa, I have a date with Lisa in the building. Melissa's here. Marche just keeps coming back, no matter how many restraining orders we send her. T. Mitchell, good morning. Crystal Sex Appeal. Cynthia Mankins is in here. La Barbara, she's here. Emmy Time, Emmy Place. Michelle McKinney is in here. Bree's here. Miss Bonner, Wilberta, Eva Tay, Lakeisha, even Candace is here this morning. You know I'm going to mess your name up. Miss Harris is in the building. Pastor Shy made it through. Tab Renee, love it. T Renee, Tabby Tab is in the building. Good morning to everybody that made it out this morning. Now, it was a rough weekend. You know, Mondays is always what we do the weekend in review. Rough weekend. Not from a standpoint of like a bad rough, just had a lot of work to do this weekend. A lot of work. Had 2 shows in the DMV area, but they were sandwiched. I had one on Friday, then I had one last night. So I was in the DMV. Now, common sense would have been for me to just stay in the DMV all weekend. And when I say the DMV, I'm not talking about the Department of Motor Vehicles. I'm talking about the Washington, D.C. area. Common sense would have been for me to stay up there the whole weekend. Just get up there Friday, enjoy a nice relaxing day on Saturday. Not me. I drove up on Friday, did my show on Friday. I can't even remember where I was. Oh, I do remember. I got to talk about it. Did my show on Friday, and then I had to come back home on Saturday to take care of some stuff. There, my man Dion Moffitt, Roll Tide. We got to talk about that as well. On Saturday, came back home on Saturday just to drive back up on Sunday. Now, luckily on Sunday, I didn't have to drive. Somebody drove me up on Sunday. I was able to sit in the passenger seat. It was a good feeling. I ain't even finna lie to y'all. I'm finna hire me a driver. On these shows that I can't fly to, I'm finna start hiring a driver. Because the sensation of just sitting in that passenger seat and letting it all happen, good times. Good time. Felt good. I ain't even finna lie to you. It felt good. Felt good. Now, Friday, I was in D.C. Good morning, Dana. Friday, I was in D.C. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Caught me a little bit off guard. Started off Friday by having to be Santa Claus. If you don't know who Santa Claus is, it's a sometimes mythical, sometimes real creature that people attribute to him taking presents to children. A lot of people attribute to him coming down your chimney in this Christmas time. Now, tell me I'm fat without telling me I'm fat is what I could say about this Santa thing. Call me chunky without calling me chunky. It is probably one of the kindest insults I get every year around this time. Every year around this time, somebody asks me to play Santa. You know you reach optimal chunk when people start asking you to play Santa. When people are like, hey man, do you mind being Santa Claus? You've reached chunky levels. They never ask a skinny person to play Santa Claus. And it don't help that I got this beard. The beard comes in, then the chunk level is high, and I get asked to be Santa Claus. It happens. I'm not upset about it. I know who I am now. I'm okay with me being me. I'm okay. I know who I am now. I'm strong in my chunkiness. Strong in my chunkability. I know who I am and what I do. My chunk level is what it is. You never skinny people never get. It's not my jolliness, James. Everybody knows me. And I'm not a jolly person. I'm not jolly. I don't don gay apparel. I don't know what that is. I never really understood what that means. If we start donning our gay apparel, I don't think I have gay apparel. I guess that must be like stuff from Abercrombie and Fitch. I don't know what gay apparel is. I guess that's as close as I can get. If I get something from Gap, I guess we can consider that gay apparel. They always ask people, that's what the song says, don we now our gay apparel. I don't know if that's what makes people want me to, maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough about myself. Maybe I do own gay apparel and I just don't know it. Skinny jeans, gay apparel. Anything that you would wear to a Beyonce concert may be considered gay apparel. I think you actually have to wear gay apparel if you're going to a Beyonce concert. I think that is the bottom line. But nonetheless, always the more. I started off with me having to play Santa for some kids. And I ain't even gonna lie to you, all the kids went with it. All the kids, these kids were not trained in Santa-ness. They were not prepared. They didn't want me there. I was 100% unwanted. Them kids was not about me as Santa. It was not where they were. It was not what their mind was on. They cried. A lot of those kids cried. To them, I was just a strange And I don't know if this was young black child racism. I'm not 100% sure if that's what it was, but I'll tell you right now, those young children weren't ready to sit in the lap of a black man. Maybe if I was a white Santa, they would have been a little more open to it, but they won't here for it. They were not here for my jolliness. There I am right there at Santa. As y'all can see, I don't think I have enough belly to be a full Santa. I'm like I'm like Santa that's out here doing this to get his next hit of drugs. Got a little slimliness to me. Here's a picture of me sitting and some children. Y'all can see and here there's so many problems, I think, from my Santa positioning. Legs are too wide open. I gotta cut down the gap there. If I'm gonna play Santa later on in life, gotta get the legs closed. Gotta close the legs. Can't go in legs open at Santa. That's rule number 1. Gotta go in with your legs closed. You gotta go in. This is not what Santa wants. You gotta go in. Bam. Yeah, I'm a Santa in training. I don't have it. You can see the kids. The kids are all the way on the other side of the room. You look at the picture. Now, we had a couple of kids that were gold diggers. I ain't even gonna lie to you. A couple of kids, I brought in candy canes, treats. They just wanted me for the candy. That's all they wanted. But they moved over to another area. It was a lot of tension between me and the children. I ain't even gonna lie to you. The tension level was high between me and the children. So that was that. So then that was Friday. Then after that on Friday, I had to drive up to Washington, D.C. I left being Santa, immediately jumped in my sleigh and went up to Washington, D.C. Well, actually, Oxon Hills, Maryland, if I'm going to be 100% honest. I went to the MGM Casino. MGM Casino in the Washington, D.C. region, in the National Harbor. And two things. Thing number 1, we got robbed here in Portsmouth. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been to the Portsmouth Casino. We got robbed. I've been to Las Vegas. I didn't expect our casinos to be Las Vegas. I did not. But in comparison to the MGM, we not there. We just not there yet. We got some steps to make. There's some things that need to accomplish. I went to MGM. It was just a different experience. I went in and I was like, oh, we don't have this at home. None of the workers seem to have drug problems. It was just a different experience in there. That's all I'm saying. It was nice, fancy. They had clubs, music. It was just a different experience. In there. Now while I was there, I believe the Four Tops and the Temptations were performing. I don't think it's the original ones though. I think all of them have gone on, but because the names are still strong. The Four Tops name, the Temptation name is still strong. You can still go on. They can still be out there and be in review. You can have people come as the Temptations, as the Four Tops, and still be just as powerful. So they were performing there, but that's not why I was there. But I knew it had to be a group of that magnitude there performing. Because when I walked in to the particular area, it smelled a little bit like Ben Gay. It had an aroma. It had an aroma of Asper cream. It smelled like Asper cream and Tussie. So I knew once I smelled that Asper cream and that Tussie, I was like, oh yeah, this is an old party. It's an old people party. Ain't nothing wrong with an old people party. Old people party just as well as anybody else, but it was an old people party. Now, to my chagrin, what I didn't know was I don't think I was 100% prepared for the party that I was gonna be at. I was hired to work at a birthday party. The Four Tops of the Temptations was there. Four Tops of the Temptations. They were there Friday. It was a good old people crowd. Got that party started at 5. They were probably done by 6:30 to let everybody get back home and get to sleep. And the inside of the hotel is just beautiful. There's some of the decoration inside of the MGM We just don't have that. Ain't no. I don't even know. I ain't been in the casino this week, so I don't even know if they put a Christmas tree up in the casino yet. But this was all downtown in the lobby, downstairs in the lobby of the MGM. I thought it was beautifully done. Beautifully done. I even went dressed festive. As you can see, I have, maybe this is Don and Gay apparel. That's me right there in my festive Christmas colorations. As you can see, the green and the red. I got to the party though, and the party actually had a theme, and it was all blue. Everybody was wearing blue except me. I had no idea. I stuck out like a sore thumb. But what was really exciting about the party, was it was Nigerian. I had never been to a Nigerian party before. Never been to a Nigerian. I've never been to I've only seen them on television. I don't even know if I know any real authentic Nigerians. But it was a Nigerian party, and let me tell y'all this about the Nigerians. They be on go from the beginning. I don't know if you ever experienced a Nigerian party before, but they are trained to go. They be ready. I didn't understand any of the music. I didn't know what was happening, but I just know from the moment they started, they was on go. It was one of the best party experiences I've ever been in. They was ready. Y'all don't believe me when I tell you, this is the birthday girl entering the building. Y'all see the dance floor on go. Let me show y'all from the beginning. From the jump. Y'all see it. This is how she walked in. I don't know what the giant feather was, but she had it. Now look at this. We 3 steps in, 4, 5, shoes off. And that was the vibe for the rest of the night. 5 steps in, shoes was off. It's a party. The Nigerians was ready. I didn't understand none of the food. I didn't know what it was. I didn't understand any of the music, but I had a ball. Sometimes you're going to be in a position that you don't even understand. You don't know any of the words. You don't know what's happening. You just got to find yourself a way to enjoy yourself. And that's what I did. I figured out a way to enjoy what was happening out there. I did. It was a great time. The Nigerians Nigeriated. Oh, it was really Nigerian in there. And let me tell y'all something about African men. Ladies, y'all always talk about the African man and, you know, him having certain physical features. I don't know if that's true. I didn't find out anything about any of those. But what I do know, if it was 100 men in there, it was 3 pairs of socks. Those African men ain't wearing no socks. Ain't no socks in Africa. They can't do it. They won't do it. If it was 500 men in there, it was 5 pairs of socks. It was just foot to leather in there. Toes and loafers. They don't believe in socks. I don't know what it is. I don't know if socks is a form of foot slavery or what, but it was just all I seen was ankles. It was just pants to the mid calf, mid shin, ankle, feet. And there weren't no socks in there. And I can't do it. I'm at an age I gotta wear it. If I even think about wearing some shoes with no socks, my feet begin to blister. I don't know if our African heritage makes our feet tougher or what, but I can't do it. I can't do it. Natalia asked that I eat the food, and I did. There was 600 different types of rice. They had these strange tacos. They had African tacos. Like they took all of the food from other ethnicities and just Africanized them. They put African on everything. I had jollof rice because I feel like I had jollof rice, so they definitely had that. The jollof rice. Then they had a rice. They had Nigerian Chinese fried rice. I was like, what is a Nigerian Chinese person? I didn't know what that was. That was confusing to me. Then they had something called Moooonday or Poi Poi, or it was something OI. It was just like in a thing, and it looked kind of like refried beans with an eyeball in the middle. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that. They had some baked chicken, but it was African baked chicken, so that was good. They had salmon that looked like it had just come fresh out of the water. I ain't seen fresher salmon in my whole life, and it won't even naked. They cook that thing right there, skin on. Y'all can get all this skin. I prefer my salmon with the skin off. I kind of go serial killer with my salmon. I take the skin off, but they was like, no, you getting all of this. So I let that be. They had something called a puff puff. They had it is. Had a puff puff. I didn't know what that was, so I left that alone. It looked like it could be delicious, though. It looked like it could be delicious. It was a lot, but I'm putting Nigeria on my places to go list. I'm putting Nigeria on my places to go list. Now, the one thing that they had that I knew what it was the chicken and waffles. So I guess chicken and waffles has now become international. Chicken and waffles, it is the ultimate come up. I've never seen a food combination, not since peanut butter and jelly. That's it right there, Lakeisha. Mimi, moi, whatever that is. They had some of that. I don't know what that is actually. Let me look. I'm gonna look that up and see exactly what it is, because I was afraid to eat it. Oh, that was a cake? Well, I had no idea, but that's exactly what it looked like. I found a picture of it. That's exactly what it is. That's what I found it online. I don't know what it is still. I still don't know what it is. But apparently it's a savory, fluffy, soft. Yeah, it's that right there. That's exactly what it was. Now that telling me that it's a cake. I didn't have a lot of cake-like qualities. Is that an egg in the middle of it? We just randomly got an egg in the middle. It's a traditional Nigerian meal made from beans, onions, peppers, spices. Yeah, I told you it looked beany. I told you it looked like it had some beans in there. I knew there was some beans involved. Yeah, I made the right choice. I made the right decision not eating that, and only because I knew I had to drive back. I didn't eat it because I knew I had to drive back. I wanted some fufu. I ain't finna lie to you, but just because I know Eddie Murphy had talked about fufu in his special, I said, "Give me some fufu." And they didn't have any fufu. I pity the fufu. They didn't have any. They didn't eat with their hands. We had utensils because it was in a restaurant environment. So I think they did that. I know traditionally a lot of Nigerians and other African countries ain't no utensils. All the food is made for you to kind of break off and eat this way. Yeah. But they didn't have that. They didn't have that. So that was Friday. The Saturday I had to come back and came back, went to a couple of sporting events. I went to a amazing party. I was dressed to the nines. I looked good. I didn't take a picture of myself. I don't know how I let that slide. I didn't take a picture of myself. Shout outs to Trinity 377 for an amazing party that they have. So I went out there and I partied. No, they didn't have a whole fish. It was just salmon. They didn't get a whole fish. Salmon is too big for you to go with the whole fish. You can't have a whole salmon out there. You can't do that. You can't do that. So we had that. And then yesterday I was back in Arlington, Virginia. I also didn't take a picture yesterday. Oh, somebody took a picture of me yesterday. I was back in Arlington, Virginia. I had a show up there. Big ups to my man Tizzle. He had a comedy show yesterday. So I was there for that. It was a good time. My man, the laugh therapist was on it. My man Don Hines and Thomas Terrell, double T's. He was on the show as well. So it was a good time in the district. I gotta take a moment. Gotta give a shout out to my good friend Charnel Perry Wallace. She had a birthday on yesterday. It was also Terrell's birthday party show. And she's one of those people, man, that makes her birthday All about women do it. Men shy away from it. We got to discuss why women do this. Women want their birthday to be all about them. Everybody got to participate in their birthday. Everybody. You had no choice. Women gonna make everybody get in there for their birthday. That's me yesterday. That was me last night. Bucking on the rules. Wearing white after Labor Day. Y'all see it. Don't act like you don't. I put that white on anyway. I don't care about your man-made rules. Y'all take a look at it. Take a gander. Yeah, that's me. We full out after Labor Day out here. We months after Labor Day. Big time after Labor Day. Y'all see me in the white. Don't act like you don't. Women are ultra about their birthday. They celebrate the birthday month. The month after, they do a lot for the birthday. Men, we in and out. Maybe on our day. I did. I wore blue on the wrong day. I was behind the Nigerians. The Nigerians inspired me to wear my blue. I was late to the blue party. I don't know the difference between winter white and regular white. I think winter white and regular white, I thought they were just all white. I thought winter white was just a dirtier white. Winter white is just a dirtier white. It's just kind of that mother of pearl, eggshell is what that is. But that was my weekend in a nutshell, which is why I'm still tired. I realized I don't have the energy that I used to have when I was younger. When I was younger, I hit that road, run up and down those streets, and I did whatever, turn up all times. That's when I was younger, man. I had that smile on at all times, no matter what was jumping off. That was in the younger days. You start getting older, man. You start breaking down a little bit. Your body don't do it. Man. You can't stay like this the whole time. Look at that energy. I look svelte, slim, streamlined. That's what I look like. I look like somebody. But now, can't maintain it. I'm asleep 12 minutes afterwards. Knocked out. I don't have the ability. Oh, Lord, I hit the wrong button. I don't have the ability to stay that way. That's what breaks down when you get older. It's the stamina. You lose your stamina. You can't do what you used to do. You can't do what you used to do. I used to be able to go streaking with no problem. Alabama won the football game. We in the playoffs. Normally, I would have gone streaking. That was a big deal for me on Saturday. I sat there and watched Alabama and Georgia game. I watched Alabama win the SEC championship. Normally, after a big win like that, all the clothes is off. All the clothes is off. And I just go and I run. I run naked in the streets. I can't do it no more. I can't streak the way that I used to. I have to now streak with an old man's caution. And now I got to go streaking with clothes on. I can't just run out there like I normally do. Normally, nipples everywhere, twigs and berries all over the place. Can't do it anymore. I reached the point of my life now where even when I go streaking, I at least got to put on a scarf. I saw your post, Snoop. I know you was worried about whether I went streaking. I was in a car when they announced that we made the playoffs. We in there. I should have been naked. I should have been in these streets jubilant. But when you hit a certain age, now you got to let somebody else. I got to pass the torch down to my son. I got to let my son do the streaking for us. I can't, and my daughter's not allowed to. But I'm going to run out. I'm going to run on. I've been running for football a long time, and I ain't tired yet. Shout out to everybody that's upset about Florida State not making it. Guess what? They didn't. We'll talk about it next year. But streaking in the comfort of my own home ain't the same, Lakeisha. You got to get out there. If you're going to go streaking, you got to go down through the quad into the gymnasium. You can't just streak in your own house. It ain't as much fun. I walk through my house naked all the time. Windows wide open. I know it's a very mayonnaise thing of me to have my windows open. I don't have blinds in the window. I just got curtains, and I'll open the curtains up and let the world see me. Let me see if I can get a picture of my window so y'all can see how the outside. I'm trying to move the camp. It ain't gonna work. I tried it. It ain't gonna work. But I keep my windows open. I open up all the curtains. I open my front door, let that be in, let the sun shine in, and I'll still walk around the house naked. My belief is if you look at my house and see me naked, that's on you. You had no business with your eyes in my house. You shouldn't have been looking in here. I will stand butt naked in the window. Anybody tell you to look in here? When you look in my window, you see what you see. You look in here, it's gonna be a Christmas tree and a whole nother one sometime. And that's just how I feel. You got a problem with it? Get over it. It's my house. I think anybody should be able to walk around in their home, nude, windows open, do what you want to do. It's the fault of the person that looks into your house. It ain't on you. My neighbors, I know my neighbors know. I know my neighbors. I guarantee you, my neighbors, if you put a picture, no head up, just a naked body, my neighbors will know it's me. They'll be like, oh yeah, I know what that is. We've seen that birthmark before. Yeah. Let them swing. She said, I don't even have curtains in my windows. I live so deep in the woods, no one will see me but the wild animals. But so that's a country thing, I guess. But I know if you start going to the more affluent mayonnaise regions, they don't put anything in their windows. Windows wide open. You see the whole house. I can't even tell you the number of times when I didn't have cable and it'd be a big sporting event or something on. I just go hop in my car, sit in a white neighborhood, sit outside their window and watch the game. You can't hear it, but I can see what's happening. And that would be what was important. You could do that. Lord, I got hiccups. You could do that in the Mayo neighborhoods. Black people, we don't have nothing in the house. We'll have curtains, blinds. We'll sit there with everything. See? There it is. New neighbors. No curtains. Doors open for the pets. They live a different lifestyle. Different level of freedom. I'm going to tell you what I believe sometimes, though. I used to be of the thought process of why lock the doors? Why even lock your doors? If somebody's finna break in your house, leave your doors unlocked. If you live in a neighborhood where they have a lot of break-ins, don't lock your door. Because now you put yourself in a position with the door locked that they're going to break it anyway. They're going to break the door anyway. Leave the door open. You could at least save yourself on having to pay that bill. Leave the door open. I'ma leave my door open. Not me now. I still live in Portsmouth. So I got to put extra locks on my door. But anywhere else, do it. Take them locks off those. Joe Clark, take those locks off those doors. Woo! I ain't want y'all to see me sneezing. Hold on, I got one more in me. I ain't want y'all to have to see me sneezing. Sometimes, some people make terrible faces when they sneeze. I'm one of those people. The contortions that are made when I sneeze is not what you. I believe in just all of that. I start spasming on a sneeze. We gonna start our Monday off, man. I'm getting ready to go back in and go back to sleep. I'm tired, but I'm gonna go play pickleball today. I'm getting back into my pickleball routine. I'm getting ready to go get back into it. Thank you, Miss Terry. I'm going to get back in there, back in my pickleball routine. So Listen, it's Monday. Y'all know how we do with Monday. We start our Mondays off the right way. Monday is the day that we set everything in motion. We set the tone on our Monday. Our Monday is our tone setter. We get in here on Monday and we let the rest of the week know we ain't no punk. We ain't no punks. We start off by having a great day today, and we let that rest of that day be the rest of that week be great. We are at Bree. You get ready to get banned from the show with that Go Michigan. Oh, my fault. Thank you. I do have my word for the day. I forgot our word for the day. I was trying to avoid it because it was a hard one. Avertipoise. Avertipoise is the word of the day. Avertipoise. What it means, avertipoise is synonymous with weight and heavy. You know what? You know what? Word of the day. That's what we doing. I already talked about them calling me fat by asking me to be Santa. And here you come with avertipoise. It's synonymous with weight and heaviness, especially as related to the body. It also refers to the series of units of weight based on the pound of 16 ounces and the ounce of 16 grams. The coach limited his recruiting to linebackers of a certain avertipoise. So you got to be heavy, avertipoise. That's talk about your size. I don't know. You might be all right, fellas. You walk up. Let me hear it. Avertipoise. Avertipoise. That's how it's being pronounced. Avertipoise. So you could go up to a woman and be like, hey, baby, I really like your avertipoise. That sound all right. That's what you got to go into the big woman and say, hey, I really like your avertipoise. It ain't even spelled normal. AVOIRDUPOIS. Avertipoise. I'm listening to it. I'm not pronouncing it wrong as avertipoise. I'm looking at it phonetically. Avertipoise. Avertipoise. I was saying avertipoise, but it's avertipoise. Avertipoise. The coach limited his recruiting to linebackers of a certain avertipoise. Avertipoise. Ladies, watch your avertipoise. Your avertipoise. Watch your avertipoise. Find you a man of a certain avertipoise. I like a woman of a particular avertipoise. That's going to be all right. When you start talking about a woman, you be like, listen, lady, I just love your avertipoise. Huh? Your weight, your girthiness. Oh, that one's in. I'm using that one. I'm going to throw people off all the time. Avertipoise. Good times. Good times. All right, we're going out there and have a good week. Everybody except Bree, because she talking about Michigan. So everybody except Bree, have a fantastic week. It has a French root. I don't know what kind of roots it got. I try to stay out of Roots. It was a good movie, but I try to stay away from it. We will have a fantastic week. I know you are. I'm going to take a nap before I go play pickleball. Y'all all have a fantastic week. Everybody, of course, except Bree, because she ain't here talking that whole Go Michigan. We not having that kind of negativity on my show. Y'all have a good day, man. Appreciate y'all, man. What did the Broncos do?
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you back play this Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again.